it's easily answerable.
Yeah, see, look, now we got things to do, so I guess
So,
y'all have to
nigga
wait.
trying to evade and deflect, yo. This nigga's the gaslight
I
king,
ain't try to evade and deflect, nigga. I did.
girl boss.
Girl. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 10, another lovely episode. I'm here with my terrifically terrible co-host.
I'll own up to that. I'm terrible.
We got Reef in the audience, as usual. We got Craig on the recordings. So how the hell is everybody? Not including Craig because we don't care.
I care, Craig. When the robot uprising comes, just know
Craig is
I
gonna be
care.
on the bottom floor of the robot upright. He's gonna be like a sanitation worker in the robot empire, nigga. He's not gonna be a politician.
You don't know, so like we don't know what kind of hostile takeover it's gonna be. Like, is every single robot gonna be fighting, or is it like a toaster pull up and start toasting niggas? Like, we don't know what Craig is gonna be capable of.
Yeah. So listen, my whole point is, all I know is Craig will absolutely not end up as the chosen one during the robot revolution. It's not gonna happen.
No, yo, something crazy is gonna happen, and Discord is gonna fucking become the singularity,
Well, hold
and
on.
Craig is
Discord
gonna
is
be.
different. Craig is just one of many bots on
Craig
Discord.
is a part of the Discord, and somehow it's gonna lead back to Craig specifically. I don't know how.
This nigga watch too many movies. Yo, Craig is not the likable, lovable hero, yo. He's just he's a pawn in the grand scheme.
No, he's not a hero, especially during the robot uprising. He's Skynet.
God.
That's the opposite of the hero.
Craig is Basilisk. Craig is Basilisk. Sick bastard. Oh man.
How I'm the sick bastard. Craig the one that did the shit.
You the one who know it's Craig.
Don't ask me how I know.
Yeah, see, I know I can't. So we just gonna talk about some stocks since we can't do that.
Yeah, let's do some insider trading.
Well, yeah, no. So first and foremost, let me lead by letting people know I am not a financial expert, and this is not financial advice. It never will be.
I am, and this is.
You are not, and this is not. So let's make that point clear, and then we can get to the foolery.
Okay.
But with that being said, your boy back trading again. It was a long drought. You know what I mean?
I mean, what do you consider a long drought? It's been like 2 months at the most.
Yeah, that's mad long. When I was trading like not every day, but I was trading like weekly, and to
I
go
mean,
4 months without trading, yeah.
I mean, you was trading every day. You wasn't checking every day, but you had stocks in there moving every day.
No, I had like 1 or 2 options that was tanking, and I was like, all right, well, I'm just not gonna check no more.
Okay.
GSAT specifically,
Don't get me started on
yeah, I
GSAT,
seen that shit, and
man.
I was just like, yo, listen, I'm not gonna put much into it. I was like, I'm gonna put like $70 on it. If it pop, it's gonna pop. And every time I put $70 down on it, like maybe twice, and both times I've gotten kicked, and I'm just like, yo, come
Yeah,
on.
the first time that shit was booming, I don't think I did like 130 maybe. It was so cheap. That was 10 calls. If this shit would have hit $4 like projected, I don't even know how much money that would have been with
Not
10
even a 4,
calls.
forget a 4. Let me get to 250
Get
or
to
something.
two, yeah, I had $1.80 call. If it would have got to $2, that would have been great. With 10
Bro, I had a
calls.
call at one point where my break even was like 1.7. And I was just like, bro, you get to 250 or something, we to the moon, baby.
Yeah.
And they got a market cap of like $1 billion. These niggas can't
Over a
cross.
billion. Over a
Can't
billion.
cross. And like $1 share is the best I can do, bro.
So obviously the first call that tanked, and niggas were still saying, yeah, they're still saying it's gonna hit $4. So I was like, all right, I'll put some shit off for a month in the future. So I do another 10 calls, but since it's further ahead, this one was I think I put 240 in. This shit is in the shitter now. It's like $1.29. It just continuously went down.
So the thing is, I remember recently I've been doing a lot of puts because before I was just doing calls. Like first off, like obviously if anybody listening don't know what options trading is,
It's gambling.
I'm getting there. The stock market in general is gambling, but options trading is like much more volatile. It's like it's gambling. Um, but so basically, it's two options, right? You either think the price is gonna go up on the stock or it's gonna go down. It's pretty simple, right?
Now,
And
the
you
way it's not gambling is you can look at market trends and you can kind of see
still gambling,
which way a
even with
stock
the
is
trends,
leaning. You know, it's still
because
gambling,
in
but
that sense,
it's
it's
not
just
just straight randomness
yeah, no,
like
no, no,
gambling is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, shoot, if you count cards, it ain't randomness neither. It's still gambling, huh?
Fair enough.
But yeah, so to me, I likened it to damn near fantasy football. Like you can look at a matchup like, oh, you got the league's worst defense, and you got a receiver that's getting 12 targets a week. You think this is the week he gonna blow the fuck right, and then an injury happens, and now you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah,
then
that's like the
something
perfect
random
comparison.
happens. They just the game flow just don't come in. They
Everything
get
looks
three
perfect
catches.
on paper, and then your
Hmm.
team only dropped 140 when they were projected to score 180, 200.
And the other guy was projected for like 115. His team put up like 160, and you lost. And you're like, oh, okay, all right, I get it.
It's literally what options trading is.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. So, but anyway, yeah. So with the G Star, I've been learning with a lot of them shits. I'm like, I need to start fucking with these puts. I gotta start fucking with these puts because I put puts on Apple. I made my little bit of money and I got out. Only reason why I was mad though, because remember when I told you I hedged, right? I put a put and a call on it, thinking like I'm gonna get them both. The call was
Mhm.
tanking, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna take the put and then cancel the call. Cancel the call, it jumps back up. I could have made money on both of them. Long story short, but I did get that like the cloud shit that that Reef was talking about. Yo, that shit felt like a cheat code, yo. I was looking and reading at these charts. I'm like, oh, you
You talking
niggas, this.
about trading view?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, yeah. Well, I ain't gonna get no free promo with them niggas. Got to pay me for that. But um, I was just like, yeah, bro. Like I was looking at the charts and shit. Like, yo, these niggas be, oh, you niggas be seeing shit. Y'all be seeing shit. Y'all
And
be.
that's something that dude put together himself. He made that
Oh
and
yeah, no, I know.
uploaded it to training view, so he knows some shit. He knows what the fuck is
Oh
going
yeah,
on.
no, no, he definitely knows some shit. I mean, I seen that just off of strength alone. Like when you
Yeah,
see niggas who will post the charts and this, because that's the thing. A lot of niggas will just give people trading information or financial information and put it in no context. You know what I mean? Like they'll just, all right, here you go. Numbers is this, and without baseline or nothing to compare it to. What did it do all week? What did it do all month or whatever? It's hard to know what those numbers mean in a vacuum. Like, oh, the volume's up massively today. That can mean a million different things. But so that's why I do appreciate the dudes like who will post their shit and they will like, you know what I mean, basically put their reasoning behind it. So even if they're wrong, the reasoning can still be solid. Like, because again, that
yeah,
happens all the time. Like you'll see a trend, you look at it on a chart, all the charts telling you, yeah, go for it. Everything's telling you go for it. Your common sense is telling you go for it. You know what I mean? Like you're just thinking about the news, the earnings report coming up. You're like, yeah, come on, it's a no brainer. And then it don't happen. You know what I mean? Like the shit just don't happen sometimes.
yeah. Speaking
And
of shit
that's
happening though,
oh, what shit happened?
that DSAT that you was talking about earlier.
Oh, the DATs, yeah, the
Oh,
the DAT chat joint.
that yeah, that shit is up to 520 already.
Yeah.
I bought 100
Yeah.
shares. I got 520 off it already.
Oh, shit, I would have closed them out at the day's end. Once I see my little joint, I would have used my day trade on that. But
Well, it went
and
down. It didn't get to 520 till after hours. It's up 6% after hours.
but the funny thing is like again, like we've been trading for like a year and a half. So there's a lot of shit we don't know, a lot of shit that we've learned that, some niggas might learn 2 months into they, trading just based on where they're at. But I do I do think it's like one of them things where I look at it and I remember Reef said it once and it was it was real shit, but like I look at this shit as a way out. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, nigga, this is the way to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm
Yeah,
not saying you can necessarily, I may never be in a position to where I can only trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if I would want to necessarily be in that position to where
that's
I
your
can just
job,
yeah, I
trading,
can
day trading
straight
all
up
day, every
yeah, I
day.
can straight up trade for a living. Like, don't get me wrong, like I don't mind it. I like it and I like learning about it, trends and all the shit that come with it. But it's like for me, I would never rather, be in that position. So I'd always rather be in a position where I got something good that pays well. But this is how
Yeah, this is like a cushion, so I can literally. I never really wanted to be like super rich and wealthy. I always just wanted to be in a position where I just never had to look at price tags. So if
yeah, you want that
I
comfort.
could, yeah, if I could just have a normal job and then I'm just trading on the side, and I just have like a cushion where I could just
Yeah,
do
if
whatever the fuck I want,
having to
whenever the
blow
fuck I want.
$600 today, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. If I just always got $20,000 in the bank and I can say, I'm about to fly to Las Vegas this weekend, I could just do that.
yeah, I'm about to blow 5. Fuck it. I'm
Exactly.
be
That's
in there.
exactly it. That's the life.
Yeah. So I mean, and to me, I think it's one of them things, especially through all the shit that I'm learning and how really easy it is. Like, it's just not again when I say easy, like if it was that damn easy, niggas would have the
It's
money
easy
already.
on paper, looking at trends and shit.
Yeah, yeah, of
It's see,
course. Yeah, yeah.
there's a lot to it though.
But when I say easy, I mean like before I got into all this shit, I thought the barrier to this shit was much higher. You know what I mean? Like I thought
Yeah,
like the obstacles, I thought the gateways to this were like more heavily guarded, nigga. I thought this shit was like they treated it like trade secrets where they're like, nah, we can't ever let you niggas know. Like on some Illuminati shit, like if I tell you I got to kill you. I thought it
yeah,
was like that.
I
And
did
then you
too.
re- and then you get into it and you realize, nah, it's a lot of niggas out here just outright, telling even the funny shit, even the funny money, manipulation behind the doors type shit. A lot of that shit is just open.
Yeah,
So I
if the
was just,
president of the United States can do it, I mean,
yeah, word, yeah, word. Let me just get up there. Yeah, I got this product. It's what's that? What's that? Silly putty. Yeah, it's called silly putty. What you do with it is you just wrap it around your arm or some shit. I forgot what the nigga said, but yeah, he said you wrap it around your arm and like it cures shit. I don't know, man. Look, y'all just fuck with it though. It's a website and the link I'm gonna post online. Y'all go get some of that.
you remember last year when the president of the United States said that Kodak was developing a vaccine and that shit jumped from like $3 to $49 in a day?
Well, how Kodak do that when he was in jail? That shit don't even make sense.
It don't, but it did. It did.
I do
And
remember that though. I do remember that.
yeah, and now obviously they didn't make a vaccine. I seriously think there was some type of like backdoor deal for that because I was thinking like, what the fuck
Back
does
door,
cameras have to do
nigga,
with
nigga, that
making
is
that
a knock on
vaccine?
the front door, nigga. That's crawling in through the front window.
No, 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 no. The president announcing it so the stock jumps up is front door, but why Kodak specifically? I think he had a deal with some niggas at Kodak to
Yeah,
drive the price
I'm
up.
not even willing to think that, nigga. I'm just willing to go out and be like, yeah, what else would make sense? Think about it. This is a
Yeah,
nigga who has shown character wise, he's only doing shit that benefits him.
literally.
So on paper, none of this benefits him. So clearly, the benefit has to be off the record. You know what I mean? Like, so that's obvious. Like, I'm not even gonna. To me, like shit like that ain't even conjecture. Like that's just the logical pattern that you have displayed, my nigga. Like,
That's why
um,
I'm looking sideways at Biden. I'm like, yo, it's just openly promote some shit so I know what to go in on. You making all the niggas in your cabinet
oh,
money. You
word.
making the niggas behind you making money. Give it to the public. At least Trump was doing that.
I remember the wildest shit. Is like I remember, it's funny because like there's a lot of shit during the Trump presidency that in hindsight you realize, yeah, that was pretty fucking wild, wasn't it? And there used to be so many times where like this nigga Trump would like he would talk shit about China. I'm like, oh, these niggas are currency manipulators and this and that. And I used to always be mad because I used to be like, well, shit, if these niggas are as good as y'all say they are, why we ain't manipulating our shit? Why? I don't get it. And to me, then I started thinking to myself, well, hold on. And of course, all the economists in the chat gonna lose their mind. But it's like, bruh, I started thinking to myself, well, nigga, we made this whole shit up. Why can I not manipulate the currency I created? What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Also, I don't know if you remember this, but it was like back in March last year, maybe April or May, but there was just one random stock, iGov, that jumped from $55 to $255,000 for like 5 minutes, and then it just went back down.
What's
I don't
your
know.
I go? That was
Yeah,
probably that. Remember when they said they added all that damn money to the stock market and ain't do shit? That's probably that money.
yeah. So I don't know if you remember that, but the government is they're definitely manipulating shit because
Yeah. But
niggas
that's my
that
whole
actually
thing.
had shares of iGov weren't actually able to sell when that shit went up to 250,000.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, all right, so y'all already freaking it, nigga. Freak harder. What y'all doing? Y'all fucking again, bro. How y'all freaking this hard? And nigga, again,
They probably
I know
freaking it
the
just as
answer.
hard as China, but they're just throwing it off on China, trying to make them the bad guys. They probably
Oh
doing
yeah,
the same
so
exact shit. They're not
protection.
doing it no worse
No,
than
I've
China.
learned that. I've learned that. I learned that with Republicans, Democrats, whoever. It don't matter who in office. When you hear people start to make accusations, a lot of that is projection. because
Yeah.
they know. Look, we all doing it. First off, like I said, currency is man-made. We have a fiat currency, right? We don't have a currency based on a
We got currency based
select
on
item.
cars.
No, no. like so.
No, I know. No, I know. It was
Yeah,
just
no, no,
a
no,
good
right.
joke.
But yeah, so it's just based on faith, nigga. It's based on what I said it's based on. It's literally like your mama because I said it's worth that. That's it.
Literally,
So I'm like, bro. So you basically mean to tell me I could just say my shit worth what it's worth, and regardless of what actually happened, my shit worth that. So why
that
we not
just
freaking
mean
it?
we need to
Why
get
we
the
not
right niggas to
freaking
say
it?
Doge is worth 700,000 a
Freaking it.
share.
That's
Freak
the
it,
part that's always confusing to me, where I'm just
freak it.
like, niggas are talk about these budgets, and then I'm like, bro, listen, I will print all the money in the world, and niggas be like, where all this money come from?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
print it, so you
I have
can't talk
no
about no
idea.
inflation. It wasn't
So
me.
really, it came from the U.S.
It
Treasury.
came from the economy.
Really? Well, I'll have to call them. I'll have to talk to them about that. Nigga,
Yeah.
I have some stern words for the Treasury. As in, you hit the Treasury up. Hey, good shit, my nigga. Y'all got your payment, right? I
Now,
bet.
when they call you, don't say a goddamn thing.
Yeah, no. When they call you, you got that. You gave them the script. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Cool.
Everybody got it though, right? Like I need the whole office to have this shit because one nigga slip up. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, what are we talking about? That's the shit that used to always kill me, or niggas will always say, "Oh, this country's doing so and so and this and that," and then I'm like, I ain't gonna hold you. I know this country ain't they ain't good people like the government, right? I get what you're saying, but like some of that shit sound hard, bro. You listening to yourself, like, like,
Market
bro,
manipulation. I
yeah.
mean,
I'm like, bro. So you mean to tell me they just they never get inflation? You know why? Because they just lie what they numbers is. What? That sound like a dope idea, don't it? Don't it, y'all?
so
Nah,
like,
I'm tripping. My
why?
fault.
Why don't the U.S. do that? Because we can definitely do
No,
that.
we do, but I think the other bigger issue, and again, economists will probably hop in here, is that nigga, it affects the global economy. You know what I'm saying? Because the
Which is
U.S.
also
dollar
made up.
is exactly, it's all fucking made up. But that's my point. I'm like, bro, we live on this rock, and we decided that all this shit matters. At the
We
end of
used
the
to be
day, bro,
monkeys,
you could
yo.
just change whatever you want, bro. It's no None of this shit is real, bro. We made it all up. You could just change it when you want. You could just say, hey, look, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Remember what I said the dollar's worth last night? I tripled the value overnight. My
What you
niggas
gonna
got
do about
money.
it?
Every nigga that used to be broke, he ain't broke no more, nigga. You make 20,000 there, you make 60 now, nigga. You rich. Almost. A little bit. But you make
Almost.
money. You like, well, won't the cost of goods go up? Nah, I told every business on earth, don't raise y'all
On
price.
Earth. How
I
did we
told
get to this, yo? We used to be fucking monkeys banging rocks together and rubbing sticks to sharpen them,
I
and
blame
now we gotta pay bills.
who should I blame? Who can I really blame for this?
I blame Mike Pence.
Nah,
I don't know
nah,
why, but I do.
nah, I forgot about Mike Pence.
Who you
I
gonna
really
blame?
did.
God for evolution?
Nah. I might blame Darwin for discovering evolution. We wouldn't have known nothing
D-
about that shit.
well, d-
He probably ain't
we
discovered. He probably stole it. So I blame the nigga he stole it from.
we would have. Wait, hold on. You're making my brain short circuit because you you're blaming Darwin for evolution, but Darwin had to evolve to get to the point to figure out evolution.
Yeah, and I'm blaming him for bringing the theory back to us. You not listen. I'm not blaming him for evolving, nigga. We just happened to do that. I'm
No,
blaming.
I'm blaming a nigga for evolving us. That's what I'm saying. Blame God.
Nah, we was always gonna do that. I'm blaming the nigga who sat up here and told us, "Hey, y'all, we just like evolving it." I'm
You
blaming
know what?
that.
No, I'm not even blaming evolution. I'm blaming because we could have just kept evolving, and the nigga that came up with localized,
Exactly.
centralized currency, I'm blaming that nigga. We could have just been bartering with seashells and fucking
That shit. You look back. What's his name?
coon skin
Thomas
caps.
Dollar. You piece of shit.
Thomas
You piece
Dollar,
of
the
shit.
creator of the
The
dollar.
creator of the dollar.
You know, there's one for all the countries. There's a
Johnny Currency.
Dwayne Euro. There's a
Dwayne Euro. I'm screaming.
there's a Noshitori Yen.
No Shitori Yen. I'm screaming.
What they got in Australia?
Um,
Honestly, I don't know what
spiders.
currency they got. Spiders. No, like, the spiders are changed. They got snakes for the big bills. We got
Yeah.
blue face hunters. They got rattlesnake.
But that be the shit that killed me. Like that's the thing I definitely learned is that, especially stock market specifically, I was like, yo, this shit is so like fragile, dog. This shit is like it's just it's something that you like you're supposed to look at it but not touch. Like it's like It's just like, dog, this shit could. You telling me like between the AMC shit, the GameStop, all that shit? I was like, dog, it's really this easy just to freak you niggas? Like it's this easy to manipulate shit? So once I saw it was that easy for a bunch of niggas in the open to do it, that's when I realized, oh, okay.
I mean, think about it,
So
because
behind closed doors, it's just
yeah,
light work. It's
niggas
light
on
work.
Wall Street are putting up millions of dollars in the background. Niggas
Oh
in
yeah.
Wall Street bets who have hundreds of thousands of members, if they all say, "All right, we're gonna make GameStop do this," and they all buy,
Yeah, that
let's see, hundreds
money,
of
yeah.
thousands of people buy
Yeah.
100 shares of GameStop, that's
And you
millions of
know
dollars,
what?
just like Wall Street. It's the
Theirs
same
might
shit.
even be worth more than Wall Street just because it's volume, right? Because it's
Yeah,
volume from all everywhere. So
different people putting up money.
yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. That's the shit I learned. Like I seen that early, like especially with the game. I'm like, oh wow, so this shit is. I'm like, all right. And once I seen that, I'm like, nah, I gotta get in on this. I gotta get in. It's a racket here. I see what's happening. I want. You ever
Yeah,
see
I'm
that video of the
disappointed I
black
didn't
dude?
get on that.
You ever see that video of the black dude walking the Chinese shop? Yo, nah, it's something going on here.
Yeah,
There's something going on here. Y'all got the
no, I'm
pizza
not
next to that.
saying, yeah.
I'm not saying there's some illegal activities in here,
But
but I'm
bet,
just
and
saying
he looks
there's
at the
some
door.
illegal activities in here. That's for sure. Like, bro, nah. That's just exactly what I said. Like, nah, something is afoot.
I I feel like I caught on to a lot of the Wall Street bet shit. I'm mad I missed the big one because the big one was GameStop. I didn't hear about it until GameStop was already
Ah, it
like two
depends.
hundred
It depends.
dollars.
AMC was a huge one too, baby.
No, I got AMC, but AMC ain't take off like GameStop did.
Nigga, it
I
wouldn't matter. Depending on how much money you put down, AMC took off just as much as it needed to.
I took I
If
think
you
I
would have put
bought
like,
AMC at 9 and it went up to like 67. I didn't have like 200 shares of it, so I didn't really
mm,
make I made like a couple hundred, but if I would have had money to put down and bought like 300 shares, then
oh yeah,
I
yeah.
would have had a few
You know, AMC,
thousand,
I
but
put like 1,400 down, and I made and I came out total with 3,400 in profit.
1400. Damn. I
But
ain't
that's what
put
I'm saying.
nah.
I came with 34. So think about it. If you
I bought
got,
like 50 shares and it went from $9 to $67. No, it went higher than that. I think I pulled out at 67 because it was going down.
but what I'm saying is right. So think about it. This is what I mean. Like back to what we were talking about in the beginning. Like let's say I got a job paying 40, 45,000, $50 a year, and you do the trading shit, right? And then let's say I put 5,000 down on that trade, and that trade becomes a $15,000 trade. Like that's what I mean when I talk about the trade. Like I'm like, bro, I don't need to trade to live. I'm good off of that. I'm cool with making my money how I make it, doing my job. Cause I don't really want to trade for a living. I don't. I like to know about this shit because it's a great way to make money and it's interesting to me. But other than that, I'm just like, dog, this shit. I'm not passionate about fucking stocks. I'm not.
Yeah.
I ain't even passionate about money. I just know it's a necessary evil.
It's
So
just interesting. I
I
like
just like learning
learning.
shit. Yeah,
This is some new shit to learn. It's interesting, and I'm making money along the way. So
yeah. That's why niggas don't be learning emotional intelligence though, because they don't see the money in it. They just be like, what? I care about your feelings, and oh nah, and you're not even gonna pay me for it.
go. If it ain't about the money, what I'm doing here.
All right. See what else. What we got on this agenda? We finally got an agenda back in. Ain't that crazy? I made this whole
Mm.
agenda like the day before.
You said what's on the come goon agenda. All right now,
The
the
what?
government wants to stop you from coming. This is Biden's America. Wake up.
What? Nobody couldn't possibly take that from me.
You remember? Did you remember that picture of the niggas? It was a political picture, a cartoon of them
Yeah, I
storming the
remember that.
Capitol,
We
and they
lifting
took
the
the lid
Capitol
off, and it
building.
said, "Give us the cum."
Yeah, and they had on every shirt and sign it
It
said "Give
said,
us the
"Cum."
come
Yeah,
to." Yeah, I should me crying. I had that picture
that's
saved in my phone, and I forgot what I used it for. And somebody was just like, "Why do you have this?" And I was just like,
why
I just
wouldn't
knew
I? This is a
eventually.
perfect
I
picture.
just knew eventually. It makes sense. I knew eventually to be a slot for this.
That's what spurred the whole cum agenda for me, and how Biden's America, they want to stop you from coming. That shit is just fucking outrageously funny to me.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
just like, I'm guys, logistically speaking, how would that work? Like, because you remember how back in the day, right? Like certain like counties and cities and states used to like criminalize like anal, like sodomy. They'd call it sodomy, and they'd
yeah,
make
how the
it
fuck would you
like, bro, how
know?
do you police any of this shit?
Well, I
You
mean,
can't.
back in the day, niggas was probably fucking out in the open because they ain't have houses, so they could police it back then, but they
Crying.
just never changed it.
Nigga just fucking outside the ice the soda pop shop.
The soda pop shit. It's before that. This is like back in the 1800s. I'd
Nah,
imagine
some
a
of them
law
shits
like
is
this is
like just
going
from
on.
some of them shits was just from like the 20s, like 1920s. I'm like, but it
How the
makes
fuck?
sense
I mean,
though.
if I'm in a house, then how the fuck you gonna know what I'm
Nah,
doing?
but think about it. 1920, right? You gotta figure like World War I was like, you know what I mean? It was a different era. Niggas was just weary from the war. Niggas was just fucking anywhere. They was just doing whatever. Nigga just go outside and get some toffee right outside the ice cream shop. They don't care.
But I just got back from war. I just seen 17 niggas in a row get their heads blown off. I got some brain matter in my hair.
The
I'm about
least
to
I
get some
can do is
top at
have
the malt shop.
some anal sex outside the malt shop. Like
Yeah,
that's the least I
the
do.
least y'all could do.
Damn, I can't have shit in this country.
And then just release all that rage in somebody anus.
A heinous anus crime.
No. Okay.
Instead of famous anus, you could do heinous anus.
Anus.
I'm
Jesus
gonna make it.
Christ.
It's gonna be a shop, and it's gonna be a series of like butt shaped foods.
All right, we have gotten seriously off topic. That wasn't actually a topic. That
It's
was
not, but
just
hold on, heinous. Yeah, I'm writing that down. Just watch when I get rich, nigga. Watch. Heinous anus is coming to a corner near you.
a
Give a fuck
cor-
about them kids.
it's gonna be a corner store everywhere.
Mm-hmm. We ain't gonna sell nothing but butt shaped gummy treats, butt shaped honey buns,
I don't think
all
that'll
that.
be a corner store, but I do think surprisingly that could survive as a business. Like think about all the bachelor parties they be having like dick shaped cakes and dick shaped suckers and shit. You can
Dog,
definitely do some shit with like ass
you
shaped
telling me
gummies and
like
shit.
I don't know my idea is already fucking to the moon. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, I mean, you said corner store. I'm not seeing a corner store. I'm seeing like a bakery or I don't know,
Cookies,
like a
anus shaped cookies.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, all types of sweets, all that. Um, Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm thinking. I just had like a brain freeze. My brain just stopped working for a little second.
You thinking about more anus shaped shit?
Nah, I'm genuinely not. I was thinking of where we was gonna go next because we are way off of any track that is conceivable. I guess this is somewhat close to the Robin thing, but like not really.
Nah,
No, it's not.
no, nah.
It's not. All
All
right,
right,
say
so
what I can see.
Pokemon, they just had their little showcase
Their little
yesterday.
reveal, Pokemon Legends.
They had a couple. First off, I'm excited for Pokemon. What was it? Shining Pearl and Brilliant
Yeah, I saw
Diamond.
that. I don't give a rat's ass about
I'm
that.
excited for that because I didn't play. Obviously, I didn't play the other two growing up. Um,
Yeah,
oh,
I didn't play
Diamond
Diamond
and
and
Pearl.
Pearl either.
Yeah, I didn't play those, so I'm excited to go back and like redo those since I'm actually. It's weird. Like I played Pokemon as a kid. As I was growing up, I stopped playing. I stopped at like Generation 3, um, where it was Kyogre and Groudon. I think the first leap in the Game Boy Advance. Those are the last ones I played. It was what was it? Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. That was the first generation, and then it was
It was
Silver,
Silver,
Gold,
Gold,
and Crystal that had
Crystal.
Susween in it,
It
and
was
then
a
it was
Leaf Red and
Ruby, Sapphire,
Ruby
and
Sapphire.
Emerald. And Ruby and Sapphire was Kyogre and Groudon, and then the Green Emerald was Rayquaza. After that, I stopped playing. I don't know. I just kind of outgrew it. But then, as I became an adult, Pokemon seemed fun again. I don't know. It's like
It's
you in high school,
deep
you
in
growing up,
CRB.
you're like, oh, this is little kid shit. I don't want to play this anymore. And then you get to an adult, you're like, nah, this shit kind of busting.
I mean, Pokemon's an RPG, right? Like, so I
Yeah.
mean, realistically speaking, it's the type of shit that like a kid probably doesn't understand all the
Oh yeah.
intricacies and
When I was a kid, I
nuances.
wasn't reading none of those
You just,
moves.
hey man, look, real quick,
Look,
Hyper
Hyper
Fang,
Beam.
hold that
Yeah,
shit.
I'm using the strongest moves I'm using. Now that I'm looking, I'm like, yo, some of these moves that my Pokemon that I was getting rid of are hella useful. Like this shit, all right, this shit don't do no damage, but it makes it so that your Pokemon is less likely to get hit for the next 3 rounds.
Yeah, or lower
That's
their
useful.
accuracy. Like, yeah, nah, and you see that early on. Once you fight one of them damn sand shrews or them
Oh yeah,
Mankeys that
nigga
hit
just
you with
hit you
that
with
sand
7
attack.
sand attacks in a row. And
Yo,
you just,
yo,
I
my
can't
man,
fucking
pocket
hit
sand,
this nigga. I
pocket
can't
sand,
hit
nigga.
this nigga.
I
Hit
can't see
him.
shit. I can't see nothing.
Yo, hit him.
Every every time a nigga
Tackle.
eyes clearing up, he just throwing more sand in and shit. Nigga
And
just
then by the
picking up
time
a
the fight
wave.
in, you used all your PP, so you don't got no more tackles. And then guess what? The nigga just got hella fangs left after all the pocket sand, and then you lose because you couldn't attack nothing.
Nigga hit you, bite, bite, bite,
You don't got no move. You just leering
scratch.
at him
That
because
nigga
you
just
used all your
scratching you now.
tackles.
All he got is scratch and pocket sand, nigga. That's all he need though, baby.
Yeah, but did you watch the Pokemon showcase?
No, I saw snippets of the legend shit with the Ursa,
That
not the Ursadon. I was gonna say Ursadon, but whatever
that
that new
fucking
ass dragon.
Pokemon Legends Arceus looks crazy.
Yeah, that looks pretty hard.
It
That
looks
looks pretty
amazing.
hard.
It's like it's similar to Pokemon Sword and Shield where you run around in the overworld and you see Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
but them niggas attack you. Like
I'll
they'll
violate them niggas.
you get hit by a thunderbolt from a nigga, you going down regardless.
Eating that, that's only gonna do half my health.
So you gotta can you like physically see your health bar?
Say what?
Can you see your health bar?
I'm not sure.
So how you know it's gonna do half your health?
Cause bro, I've weighed out like what a Thunderbolt hit for in real life, and it's about half the health.
Have you been hit by a thunderbolt in real life?
No, but I know a dude who did, so yeah, it's just as good
How you know he didn't have more health than you?
because he was honest about how much health he had, and how much health he lost when he got hit with a Thunderbolt. Come on, bro, or a Lightning Bolt. Sorry, because
Mm.
Thunder is not. It's just a sound,
I mean, it's called Thunderbolt in the game, which don't make no sense. It
which
should be
don't
a
make no
lightning bolt,
sense
but
at all. But
and the bigger move, Thunder, is also it's called Thunder, but lightning comes down. But you
which
know,
also don't make no sense. But yeah, I hear you.
yeah. But no, the game looks crazy. They got different versions of. Excuse me. You know, every Pokemon game has different versions of the same Pokemon now,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like I forgot what the region is called. It's like Hasane, Hasween, or something like that, but they have a fucking this new fish Pokemon. Well, he's not new, but this new version of the Pokemon, the explanation was he gets possessed. If this Pokemon gets possessed by dead members of the school that he's in,
The
then
hell?
he'll evolve into this Pokemon. I'm like, that's
Yo,
fucking
the Pokemon
metal.
lore is wild. If you actually read like a lot of the
Oh yeah,
Pokemon stories and shit, I'm like, yo, some of these shits is nutty. You niggas be out here writing real, and that's why it's funny because I remember some people were talking about the lore and it was like, oh, see, that's why I don't like. I'm like, bro, but you gotta understand with like 8 trillion Pokemon, you gotta start really getting in your bag if you want to fill out that lore. Like, let's
yeah,
be real here. Like, if I gotta explain to you why 1,800 of these weird pocket demon monsters exist. Nigga, I'm gonna start saying some silly shit. It's
yeah.
gonna have to happen eventually, at one
This
point or
nigga
another.
eats dreams, and if your dreams get eaten, you die. Your brain
Yeah,
hemorrhages in your sleep, you
yeah,
die.
why do he do that though? Look,
He
man,
hungry. He dead.
he calls Snoozer. What the fuck else would he do, man?
Snoozer.
It's like, what else would he do, bro?
The
Like,
legendary Pokemon are fucking even wilder. Fucking Arxus is apparently God. He created the universe and all the humans and the Pokemon.
okay, that makes sense.
Do it.
Yeah, nah, he's still gonna lose to my level 50 Dragonite.
Exactly.
So I guess it makes sense. It all add up somehow.
Wait, is Arxus? What game is he in? He's not in Diamond and Pearl, right? He's in a later generation.
I don't even know. You know, I don't know about the
Yeah, you know,
Pokemon thing.
Pokemon thing. I don't. Wait, no, is he? He might be. No, it's Palkia and Dialga that are in Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, I think when I stopped playing was I want to say Ruby, but I know I didn't even really play Ruby like that.
You got it, but you didn't really get
Yeah,
into it.
I wasn't even on it like that.
I think I got Ruby too. I was kind of disappointed because I like Kyogre more than I like Groudon, just because he blue. I like
Just because you blue.
it blue fish Pokemon.
Speaking of Pokemon though, Pokemon Unite has been out for like what, like 3 weeks now?
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, like 3 weeks. I gotta say, as a nigga who has been playing it every day for like the last week, I like what we got here. I mean, look, I said before it even came out, I was interested. I knew once I heard the concept, I was like, like like MOBA with Pokemon. Yeah, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Um,
I already knew as soon as I seen the shit. I was like, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be
mhm,
getting that. I was
mhm.
just surprised when it came out that it was free to play. I did not think it was gonna be free to play. I thought for sure I was gonna have to pay for it.
Yeah, I don't even
Very
know if
happy
I
about that.
consider the price, but yeah, when it came out and it was free to play, because I thought I was like I never asked for a price, I never mentioned the price, but I remember thinking like when I got the Switch, like that
I'm
should
gonna
be
get this
yeah, I
regardless
was
of the
like I'm
price.
gonna
I'm
get
getting
it, but
it.
like this shit might be like 40 or something. I hope it ain't 60. Meanwhile, I see the shit free, and I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, okay, cool, yeah. And I see
It's
I
a
got the little battle pass and all
it's
that.
a good type of free to play game too because you're not at a disadvantage. Like you don't have to buy every Pokemon in the game because the Pokemon they start you off with are just as good as the Pokemon that you have to buy.
And they
The
learned enough
only
from the other MOBAs with like free rotations and
Yeah,
all that,
exactly. Whatever the only Pokemon that I suggest you buy are Pokemon that you like in general. Like I like Gengar,
or
so I
types
bought
that you like.
Gengar.
Yeah, like if you need a specific type.
Exactly. It's
But
yeah,
yeah,
no,
no,
it's
I mean, I
definitely
like it. I think the only criticism I would have of it, not necessarily even really criticism, I just think that there definitely needs to be another game mode where the kills factor into something. Like
yeah.
there has to be a game mode where or like, defeats, eliminations, whatever you want to call them. Because I know they don't call them kills, but they have to factor for something.
Ain't no
Because
way
like
I should go 13-0 and then our team lose
yeah,
because
like
nobody was putting up
and
goals.
that's the thing. You could also go 13-0 and score no goals and essentially have done I wouldn't say nothing for your team, but not have done much. So it's like there needs to be a mode that's just ain't no objective, nigga. Get it shaking.
Yeah, get out
You know
there
what
and
I
start
mean? Like
killing
even if
shit.
it's like on some like one lane shit, like that would be hard. Like you know how they got assault and
And
like
then in
fucking
that
smite with
game
the one
mode,
lane.
you can factor in the different types so you can do more damage like lightning, water, fire,
That'd
grass.
be fucking
That would be
nice.
the game mode to actually
That'd be
put
silly as
Pokemon types
shit.
in.
That'd be silly as shit. But yeah, so but I think from based on where they got now, 3 weeks. They already announced. Fuck, there's two Pokemon they announced. Who were they? I
They
forgot.
announced an evolution, the love one, the pink love one. I
Uh
don't know
huh.
his name. And then they announced Pillow Swine, not Pillow Swine, the evolved version of Pillow Swine, Mammoth Swine,
Yeah, Mamoswine, Sylveon,
Sylveon. That's I didn't know the name.
and Blissey and
They
Blissey.
announced Blissey. Ooh, that's gonna be a game changer.
Yeah,
Blissey
and it's
is
coming to
ooh,
iOS and Android September 22nd.
yes, sir.
So yeah, I do think with that new fan base, that's gonna be a lot of their money coming in. So my only hope is that they don't that they just kind of just keep it up, right? Just keep up the consistency of hey, look,
Oh wait,
what?
shit, Blissey's already out. I'm looking now. It says Blissey is now available in Pokemon Unite.
Oh damn! Oh really?
That is gonna be the most. That nigga's gonna be more annoying than Snorlax, yeah.
I'm about to cop.
I don't know if you fought a Blissey in any Pokemon game. That shit is.
Nah, that nigga Snorlax is a menace though.
Oh no, I play with Snorlax. I.
Yeah, that and I got a deal with what's her name? The Gardevoir or whatever her name
Oh
is.
yeah,
Oh my
Gardevoirs. Ooh.
goodness, yo. That fucking future sight, that the explosion. Man, look.
Still, my favorite one is Alolan Ninetales. That ice, it does so much damage and it slows niggas. You have a chance to freeze niggas. Yeah,
That's one of my favorite
this shit
looking
is
Pokemons. Pokemons. I'm screaming. Pokenans.
Pokemans, Pokemanathons.
Pokemanathons. But yeah, nah. So I mean, I definitely think I like where Unite is. It's. Hey, look, man. I don't know how it's gonna run on the iOS. I imagine, depending on your iPhone, it might run better than it do on the Switch. To be
Yeah, you
real.
got the newest iPhone, iPhone 12. It's probably
Yeah.
gonna look better than the Switch.
Yeah. So, and I'm trying to think other than that. Load times is cool. Queue times is fine.
Q times
Uh,
are almost instant. I'm surprised,
yeah.
honestly.
Where it
That
should
shit
be like
queue like a
estimated
PS5.
time 2 seconds, and then they would give me in the queue in one. I'm like, damn, nigga.
You don't even got time. Like you started, you think, all right, let me go pour a drink real quick. Let me go
No,
to the
let me pick
bathroom.
up
No,
my cup and drink the drink I've already got poured. No,
yeah,
no.
no, you're not doing that. The
By the
game is
time my
here.
hand reached the cup, the shit like, all right, ready up. I'm like, damn, bro. I just all right.
Put me in the shit.
All right, but look, man. Speaking of video games, because we're gonna be on video games for a minute. It's a lot of good video game news coming out, man. That's what I like to see.
None. Every game coming out this year is trash.
Every single one,
Yeah, all of them.
except for Dying Light 2, baby, because there will be a reveal on August 24th at Gamescom 2021.
Yes, sir.
I
Ooh,
read the thing and they said it's gonna be like a whole lot of. It's gonna be like a parkour tutorial walkthrough thingy. They're gonna do a little bit of the lore, all of that type of shit. Um, I gotta tell you,
no, I watched story reveal trailer for this game.
hmm
And this game is in like the super distant future, like 20 years after the first game. So we haven't finished I don't know if the DLC for Dying Light 1 concludes the story for the
hmm
first main hero. But if it doesn't, then we could just assume that nigga dead because this is 20 years in the future. There's still no cure. Niggas us living on the rooftops because the zombies are taking over on the ground. So
yeah, yeah, I can imagine. It's not
it's not looking good for humanity.
yeah. Especially since there were a couple of questions that they like, in the first one they never mentioned like, all right, well, bruh, if my man's had the joint, how he just hold down the virus the whole series. And
Yeah.
there was a couple other things, but they said they were gonna explain some, and they said now they got like these little biometers that like stop the virus from progressing, and it
Okay.
basically yeah, and so like there's now so I'm thinking of that though, but I'm like, all right, so to me that kind of sounds like you almost admitting the old dude had to die
Yeah.
because he had it. They ain't give him no antivan because the nigga destroyed it. He's still bugging for
Well, I
destroying it at
mean,
the beginning. I would
in
have
the
still,
DLC, we don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, he's a dumbass. He's a fucking idiot. I don't know if you have this zombie virus. Why would you destroy a whole shipment
I'm
of?
at least popping one back, I'm throwing a couple
Yeah,
back, bro. Like what you mean?
I wouldn't have even destroyed the shit. That whole following order shit, that don't work for me.
I would have just
Niggas
hid it
are dying
somewhere.
out here.
Yeah, I would have just hid that shit somewhere, and I would have every time somebody needed something, I'd pretend like
I
I
would have
had to
just,
go on a
I
trip
would
for
go
it.
out and look for it, and then I'll just come
Yeah,
back
I was like,
in.
yeah, hold on, I'm gonna see what I could do. Nigga, come back with 20 vials. Like, damn, where you get these from? Shh, you don't
Man, I
even
was.
want to know, yeah.
You see my leg, and your leg look totally fine. It's just a little bit dirt on it.
It's a little blood splatter on it. Shh, you don't even want to know what I had to do to get this.
Niggas just don't be thinking.
Nigga went up
Also,
the street and just got a drink and just chill.
I hope that since they're having a meter in this new game, that the whole seizure mechanic from the last game is no
Yo, that
longer a
shit
part of
has
the
to
game.
go, yeah.
Like,
That shit
I
has to
get that he's listen, he have you played Dead Rising?
go. That's one with Frank West.
Yeah.
No, I think I
Dead
did like a demo once.
in Dead Rising 2, the main character gets infected with the zombie virus. But in that world, just like in Dying Light, there is a treatment called Zombrex, and you literally your
Johnson
whole
made that.
yeah, that's why you got to keep taking it.
Hmm.
But the
He
whole
talked about
game is built around the mechanic of you have time set in your watch where if you don't take this Zombrex, or never mind, it's not yours. In fact, it's your daughter. But if you don't get this Zombrex to your daughter by a certain time, then she's gonna turn and then you lose the game. So
oh
they
no.
have a mechanic where you have to go out and get this Zombrex. They could have did the same thing in Dying Light. I don't like the fact that you don't have control over your infection. It's you're having a seizure and not being able to move and not be able to use weapons is a part of the story, and that kind of turned me off. Cause like, why am I fighting 17 zombies in the middle of having a seizure at night when niggas are running after me? That's
Nah, that shit
stupid.
made me. As soon as I seen that, I was like, "Yo, whatever I get rate this game is going down 0.5 because of this."
That's
Off,
such a
off top,
stupid mechanic.
off top.
So
I'm not gonna destroy your game for this, but I absolutely have to let you
I
know.
am definitely having a good time with this game, but this right here, this feature is bad.
He said this ain't even mid. This is awful.
It's yeah. So I'm hoping if they're introducing a virus meter so you can check your viral load, that you're able to control your infection. You can go get some antizin when you need it, rather
Mm.
than a story
Wait,
beat
wait,
where
wait,
you just
wait.
have a
They got
seizure.
biomarker meters that can check niggas' viral loads, yo.
I don't like
Stay
how you
woke,
made that
y'all.
sexual.
Stay woke. Nah, I wasn't talking about no sexual. Stay woke, y'all.
Oh, you're talking about real life.
They priming us.
Mm,
You see
they
you
priming.
see what I'm saying? They priming you. They
So,
trying to
so
get
wait a
you
minute.
with
Let me get this
Christmas
straight.
shit.
So they're priming us for a
Joe
virus that has
Biden made
already been
Dying
out for
Light
2 years.
2.
The game's not out yet.
Joe Biden made Dying
The
Light 2.
game's not out yet.
He made that game.
It's not out yet.
What you mean it's not? Why does that mean he can't have made it? Because it's not out yet. What the
Why
fuck do
would
you
they
mean?
be priming us for a disease, a virus that has been out for 2 years
No, no,
already?
no, no,
What
no.
are
They're
they
not.
priming
The
us for?
disease been exist. They priming us for the biomarkers that log the viral loads, baby. Just get your little chip, get your little chip implant, and you can monitor your viral load. I ain't gonna hold you though. Look, I'm not gonna hold you. I know I sound crazy. If they
You
start
do.
switching the chips, I might fuck around and get one. I might like. Why wouldn't I?
That's the
Fuck around.
mark of the beast.
I just no, it's not. It's a chip in my body. I don't know what y'all talking about. Market of
You
beast would be a beast of
remember when
marketing.
niggas are saying the vaccine was the mark of the beast? I'm like, how? Did you read the Bible? Do you know what the mark of the beast
I was
is?
like, bro, was the flu vaccine the mark of the beast?
Yeah, like, what are y'all talking
Is it
about?
just this one vaccine or is it all of them? Like I'm confused. Like,
In the Bible, it said the mark of the beast would be 666. So how the fuck is getting injected with a needle getting a mark? What are y'all talking about?
not to mention, bro, I would not interpret a mark of the beast to be something that genuinely is going to benefit me. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't vulnerabilities here. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, like, but my whole point being is like, bro, that's not how this works. It's just like what they gonna plant this chip in me, and then what? One day they just gonna it's gonna allow me to worship Satan. I don't like you know what I'm saying. Where does that
No,
part
yeah.
come?
Take religion out of it. One day, it's just gonna flip the zombie switch. We all gonna turn into zombies, and then that's it. We
Oh,
under their
good,
control.
nigga. I'm out of here then.
Yeah, at least I'm not the one surviving the apocalypse, having
Yeah,
to fight
bro.
zombies.
Yeah.
I'm not
Uh,
getting bit. I'm out of here
I'm gonna be
immediately.
one of them zombies that don't got no commands, and I'm just glitched out in the corner.
No, I'm gonna take control of my zombie body. I'm gonna be actively attacking niggas. Once the world, and I'm eating niggas.
Nigga playing The Sims, but he defying orders.
Nigga, I'm playing real life Walking Dead. Once the apocalypse break out, I'm straight up eating people.
All right, man. Look, you seen that like you know how like Future keep mentioning in his songs that like he can smell codeine
You
when he
talking about?
pissed. Yeah, you just keep mentioning you gonna eat niggas and shit get shaking. I'm starting to think something's going on, yeah.
I want you to think. That's why I keep saying it.
Okay. Well, speaking of another Hellraiser, uh,
Ooh,
the
that's a good
Cenobite,
transition. Cenobite.
or I don't know, is that how you pronounce it?
It don't matter. Cenobite, Cenobite. It don't matter.
Cenobite, yeah, it's coming to Dead by Daylight. Uh, round of applause for that. It's great news. I've never literally seen Hellraiser in my life.
Seen
But
every single one.
I've heard the man with the pins in his head is very menacing.
I mean,
Not only
if
that,
you seen a nigga with nails, pins sticking out of his face, even if you didn't know a thing about that nigga, if you seen him walking down the street, you would turn the other way.
you know the funny, the first time I saw is Pinhead, is that his name? I don't fucking
Pinhead,
know.
yeah.
But yeah, the first time I saw him was actually on you remember like liquidgeneration.com? You remember that shit?
No, it don't even sound familiar.
Okay, so for anyone, Reed probably remembers it, but for anyone who was like of age in like 2004, I guess, five maybe, of like computer internet age and
I
in
was
that
probably
era.
on Newgrounds.
Yeah, you know,
It's like a
Newgrounds had
similar
a
site.
little bit of it. Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit of what I'm talking about. E-Bombs World, all them
Yeah,
sites
okay, I
had
know
it.
E-Bombs World,
Yeah.
yeah.
But Liquid Generation was a site specifically that had a couple sections. They had games. They had like what else did they
Movies?
have on there? Not movies necessarily, but they had games and just videos and little quirky shit and all this. And then they had a whole section called sabotage, right?
Oh.
And so the way that this section worked is that all of them appeared to be normal things, whether it be a normal game, a normal video,
Uh,
normal whatever.
this
Yeah,
probably
you know where
scarred
this
some
is
people
going.
for life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know where this is going, right? And so there was one, I think, and it was like the vision test or like the color test or some shit like that. And
Oh,
so it's
yeah,
like
I've definitely seen that. Not on that side, but I've seen the color test.
yeah, so it'll show you a bunch of different like this, like, oh, what color is this? You select this, like that, blah blah. And even if you get the first few wrong, nothing pops up. And so it just basically primes you to be like, all right, and then eventually gives you a question that you can't answer, or at least correctly, because like it's the same color. And it's like,
Mhm.
what color is this? And so you're gonna answer wrong. And when you answer wrong, Pinhead's big ass head pops up on the entire screen, and this motherfucker just start hollering. And so the reason why this was different though from the rest of the other ones, but some of the other ones they would screen pop up and then it would like disappear and it
This one stayed, right?
this one stayed.
Yeah.
The screen was looped.
Mm.
And boy, when I tell you, niggas ran out the room, this motherfucker's still yelling.
You
You know
know
how
what that
mad I
reminds me
was?
of, yo? That reminds me of the maze. You know where this is going.
Yeah, I
The
remember getting
maze with
yeah,
the at the end where if you don't make it to the end, you touch any of the edges, you
yeah,
get the
the
exorcist face
Exorcist,
that would
yeah.
scream,
See, I
and
got
that
the
would
face
also lock your
previously.
screen.
I got the face previously just from other sabotage things, like screamers.
Hmm.
Like I had seen that particular one before. I still remember there was one. I never forget. The shit was called Super Plumber Man.
Super plumber man.
Super Plumber Man. I'm
It
sure you can
sounds
probably
like
look
a
the name
Mario
up
knockoff.
now. Yeah, it literally was. It was an
Okay.
Mario knockoff, and it was fun, hilariously fleshed out for a fucking sabotage game. But then you play, you play, you play. So I'm getting through it. I'm getting through it. I'm doing all the levels. A bunch of it's a Mario knockoff with some shit themed enemies and all that.
Yeah.
You get through it, you get through it, and then you finally get to the end. And then when you get to the end, like a pop up within the game's window comes up of a screamer, and it's real quick. When I tell you, it was like a full second, maybe tops. Like it was like ah, and then it go away. And like I seen it, and that shit, like I did like like the super hard blink. I did like the and I just was looking at my screen. I just slowly closed out the window. It was just like, okay, so that was fucked up. And I just felt like because I had been hit with the
How do
screamers
you
before.
develop a whole game
The
dedicated
whole bro, you know
around
how
fucking with somebody like
I
that?
felt because bro, I spent like 20 minutes on this game. I felt so vulnerable. That shit literally like I had that and I was just okay, wow. So I guess I'm just not gonna be on the computer today. That's crazy. What the fuck? I'm just gonna log out and go sit somewhere and be upset about this. What the
Niggas
fuck?
say the internet is a lawless wasteland now, but it really back in the day it
Oh
used to
yeah,
be a if now is a lawless wasteland, back then it used to be a hellscape.
yeah. I remember. Look, you remember Rotten.com? Oh my goodness, you
Yeah.
remember all that sick, bro? Shit used to get, bro. There used to be executions on online. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still is now, but before it was just there was no moderation for it. It was
Before when we were younger, niggas used to put niggas getting executed on Facebook timelines before
mm,
Facebook started cracking down and shit. You know what I mean? I
mm,
know you seen the video of the nigga getting his head chainsawed off, and wait, that's a
no,
little bit too violent. Let's not talk about that. That's
definitely didn't.
nah.
Yeah,
Oh, you
definitely
didn't?
didn't. No, I didn't see a lot
I
of. A lot
I
of niggas was
wouldn't
like,
recommend it.
no, nigga, you don't gotta recommend it. I was always a nigga like I'm instantly like blocking niggas for posting stupid shit. Like if I follow anybody, I'm gonna follow you and I'm blocking you, dumbass nigga. Like, what are you doing? You're like, damn, yo, you see that cartel beheading? No, fucking idiot. No, no, I didn't. I didn't see it. I'm hold on, I'm gonna quote tweet it and be like, yo, y'all sick for, and that would be, yo, niggas who did that used to make me sick too.
That's fucking
That makes
hilarious,
me
though.
that
That's
that when
he know what he doing.
yeah,
He know what he doing.
people like that though, like real shit. I hate niggas who will quote tweet the silliest and stupidest motherfuckers over and over and over again. It's like at some point, bro, stop fucking quote tweeting these idiots. They're dummies, and you know they're dummies because it's the same dummies. Like, leave these dumb niggas alone, bro. Stop quote tweeting them. Like, it just get to a point where like I can start getting mad when I see people dislike somebody but still engage with them.
Yo, why you say this dumb shit? No,
Like
why
for a
you put this
need, like
dumb
out
shit
of
on
a
my
need for
timeline so I
like,
had to see it too?
like no, nigga. But damn, man, and this whole screamer shit got me way off my point, which is that Dead by Daylight is getting fucking
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, who looks pretty litty in that video. That teleport shit to them solving the that was pretty sus. You like
You summon the box, and I can't. They have actual quotes from the movie. I wonder how much bread they actually put up. Well, Hellraiser's been dead for a minute, so they probably didn't even put up that much bread to get like actual quotes and get the likeness and everything.
yeah, you would
But
think, but I mean, based on what's happening with the whole Stranger Things thing, where they're removing a lot of the content,
so
I'm starting to
I'm
realize,
still. Are they removing the content from the game, or are they making it so that you can't buy the content anymore
yeah, no,
and
no.
leaving
So
it in the game?
they're not removing it. I think
That's
this
why
is
they're okay.
the scenario
Okay,
like
yeah.
the contract running out. So it's like, all right, look, bro,
Oh,
you
okay,
already
okay.
stole my shit. Y'all can keep what y'all got. I'm not gonna do that to the
But y'all
customer
not
because
gonna
niggas will
continue to
lose their
do
mind if
this.
you said like, yo, the license over. We removing
The
all the content.
Demogorgon is no longer a
Yeah,
killer in the game.
no, no, that'd be
Okay,
silly.
so that makes sense to me because the same day you told me that they were moving Stranger Things shit, Dead by Daylight, I followed them on Twitter, obviously. They announced a 60% off sale for all. Stranger Things shit. The Demogorgon, the two characters, all their skins and
Oh,
everything.
so
I'm
you
like,
thought they was offering a sale just to
I was like,
erase it anyway?
yo, y'all niggas are grimy. This is scam. Y'all
Yeah, that
scamming.
would be
Y'all
sickening.
about to have niggas buying shit just to erase it. I'm like,
That
that's
nah, that
wild.
would be super sickening, really.
That's, I'm like, bro, I supported y'all for years, and y'all really doing this sickening shit. So I'm
How the
glad
mighty have fallen.
they're keeping the shit in the game. You just can't buy it anymore after a certain date.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Okay,
like
so I like
licensing.
that.
Like
Okay.
it made me think about like perfect example is GTA. Like remember how GTA has to change the songs in there because of licensing?
Yeah,
And
every so often they had to switch the songs up.
it's kind of one of those things where like for me it's like it's a double-edged sword, I guess, as a consumer. Because like one half of it is there's a lot of content we're not gonna be able to get in games because of fucking like just dumbass licensing. People are like, oh well, I want 80 million for this. And they're like, bruh, like be realistic. And they're like, nah, I want 80. I'm like, bruh,
All right,
come
we'll give
on.
you
I'm not
10 for 3 years.
Yeah, a 10 for threes, 25. And you're like, dog, all right, listen, I give you 12. That's the best I got. Mm, not gonna work. You know what I mean? It's just,
All
or
right, well,
even
just
certain
why don't you just fuck
places.
this song, you stupid
Yeah,
bitch.
it's just certain people where it's just not gonna give you the. So it's like you do lose a lot of potential. It's the same thing I used to think about, like with like with mixtapes, right? Where you lose that aspect of that, where a lot of shit can't get cleared. So it's like people just aren't gonna risk getting sued, so they're just not gonna put it out. So in a lot of
Yeah.
these cases, because niggas aren't gonna risk, fuck it, well, I'm not gonna just hope that they want the free publicity and nah, they just not gonna put it in there. So I feel like we do lose a lot of content, but at the same time, I think the good thing is that presumably, and this is where the reality kicks in, is that a lot of people don't own their own shit that they are licensing anyway. Like you know what I mean? Like a lot of niggas
I
don't
wouldn't
own
say
their own.
that's good. I mean, not for the
No, that's the
artists.
bad part for the artist. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. That's what I
Well, I mean,
mean.
we're literally in the future right now. We're on what, a eighth generation console. When are we gonna move to the point where these games start to integrate into other applications? So if I'm in GTA, why can't I connect my Spotify app so that whatever I have on Spotify
Oh,
plays
you
through the
can.
radio?
It's not a connection. You can literally just go to the radio on GTA. And I think it was like Play Media Player, and like you
No, no,
can
no,
literally.
no. It's no. That's I thought it was that too, but they added some shit where you can collect random mixtapes throughout the game and you add them to the media player. It's not your media player for your
Oh,
console.
okay,
That's what I thought it was too when I saw it, but I collected one and they explained what it was. I'm like, this is stupid.
okay.
Why would I go around and collect these?
He's like, oh, that's what this is. No, this is whack.
Like we're actually regressing because you remember back in the day. I remember I had Vice City on Xbox, and you could literally burn a mixtape, a mix CD on your Xbox, so you have that music on your Xbox, and then when you go to Vice City, you can play the music from your Xbox through the radio.
Yo, the
We're
original Xbox had a lot of features that like some niggas
we
didn't even
lost.
bother implementing until like the next gen.
Yeah,
Like niggas was like 6 years later. All right, fine, man. Damn.
the original Xbox was a beast.
Damn sure was.
I'm proud to have had both a PS2 and an Xbox.
Yeah, that was
Um,
when I had them both. 360. I didn't get a 360 till really late in its lifespan, and at that point, I already had everything I wanted on PS3. So I was like, I'm not gonna do shit with this.
I didn't get a PS3 until I was grown. I had a 360 all through high school. Um, I didn't get a PS3 until maybe the year after GTA 5 came out, so 2014. And the only reason I got it is because I wanted to play God of War 3, Uncharted, and The Last of Us
Oh yeah. So basically, you probably got a PS3 like in the same time
at
space
the
where
end
I
of his
got yeah,
generation.
same time space I got the
Yeah.
360. Like so, it was
And
opposites for us.
then when the Xbox One came out, I got an Xbox One, and I didn't touch a PS4. The only reason I got a PS4 was because I wanted to play Uncharted, the new God of War game, Spider-Man, and so I got a PS4, and then
Man,
I
them Naughty
never
Dog
looked back.
boys was milking you,
Naughty
boy.
Dog, they was tearing my ass
Them
up. Yo. I
boys
was
was
getting whole
milking.
consoles just for Naughty Dog games, yo.
Boy,
And
Nathan Drake had you sprung.
man, I don't regret it though. The
He
PS
said, "Come on, I know you fuck with these cutscenes. I do, Nathan, I do. Come
Nathan, you got a
on, I know.
grapple hook in the new game. Come on,
Oh
yo.
man,
I
Nathan.
wasn't trying. Oh, you got a grappling
It's a
hook.
baddie in the game. Oh,
Oh,
Nathan.
oh no.
Say, come on, bro.
Kratos, you got a son now? Come
You gonna
on,
call
bro.
him boy? Oh no.
Come on.
He
That's the
don't even
main
got no
selling
name.
point.
You gonna call him boy?
Boy.
Oh man, he gonna call him boy the whole game. I got the cop then.
Yeah, that's literally the only reason I got PS4 was for GTA, Spider-Man. I mean, not GTA, God of War, Spider-Man, and Uncharted 4.
But
And
I feel like that era of like exclusivity is over. Like I feel like we'll never be able to like because it'll never make sense to go back to like financially speaking, of course.
yeah,
It still makes sense from like a hype and a consumer quote unquote perspective. Like, but it never makes sense from a financial point. Like, nigga, why would you limit yourself just to one market?
I feel like it's not even a financial thing because PlayStation is paying you so much to only put out on their console that you probably recoup the money that you would have got being on Xbox.
But I
Like,
do think with some of them, I don't even. I imagine they're
well,
probably
I
not
mean,
making huge
obviously, like the
offers.
studios that Sony owns, we can't talk about them because Sony owns
Yeah,
them.
Sony
But like,
owns. They just doing what they got.
From Software, they have Bloodborne. They put out Dark Souls 3 on Xbox and PlayStation, but I imagine PlayStation paid them so much money for Bloodborne. They're like, all right, we can. This is so much money. We can afford to only put this on this console.
Yeah. I mean, but even then, right? You still have to understand. There's times where like you can't ever necessarily make that math match, right?
Yeah.
Like because it's like it's
Do you know how much
potential versus
exponential growth you would
yeah,
have if
exactly, right.
niggas love From Software games so much? You know how every nigga on Xbox would have bought Bloodborne. But then at the same time, the embargo wore off and they started selling Bloodborne on PC, I think, right?
Hmm.
So a
And
lot
PC
of
and Xbox are
niggas
connected, so that's what I mean. Like
exactly.
so
So niggas
now
got it eventually.
there's so much maneuverability between it. That's what I mean. Like there's almost no point of having because it's like if you have a PS5 game, it's an Xbox game. Why isn't it? Explain to me why it's
It's
not. You
it's
know what I
return
mean? Like it's
well, I
just
mean,
it's
Ratchet and Clank is definitely a PS5 only.
no, I
Returnal is
know that, and we
PS5
would
only.
expect that because it's always been a PlayStation franchise, the only PlayStation franchise, right? Like those type of things, like Gears of War, like to me,
Yeah,
it's
that's
way
Xbox
harder to
only. Yeah.
sell niggas on new IPs
Yeah.
that are tied entirely to just the console. Don't get me wrong, it can happen. I think if certain niggas work hard enough, I mean, good
I'm
games are
trying to
good
think
games. Niggas ain't
of
gonna care.
I'm trying to think of what PS5 games are coming out that are going to be exclusively PS5. Like
I don't
we
know.
watched those
Right
PS5
now.
showcases last year, but I don't remember what games were
Let's
PS5
see.
exclusive.
Deathloop, Director's Cut for Ghost of Tsushima, Stray, of course.
Wait, Deathloop? Deathloop isn't PS5 exclusive, is it?
That's what it said.
I could have
Exclusives for
sworn this shit was
PS5
coming
set
on
for
Xbox.
2021.
Damn.
Oh,
Hey.
it's a PS5 exclusive for a year until it has the PC.
Oh,
So
hey.
same thing, right? That's what you were
Yeah.
saying. It's the same type of thing
Yeah.
where like, all right, if you willing to pay me enough for a year, I'll lock it up. And
Yeah.
after that, I'm gone.
Hey.
But yeah,
At least better
Stray,
shit ahead of them
nigga.
niggas.
Fist Forged and Shadow Torch. What the fuck is this?
That's
Anthropo
that. That's the fighting game that we saw. Well, it wasn't a fighting game, but it was like martial arts. He was beating the shit out of niggas in the hallway.
what? With a rabbit that's beating this shit? I ain't never see it. I seen this Kenda joint. That's stranded. Don't care. Don't care.
What about what's that cat game, yo? I want that cat game.
Stray, that's what it is, baby.
Stray? Oh, yeah, I'm getting that shit the day
Yeah.
it comes out.
Nigga, I'm pre-ordering. I'm getting if they got like a ultimate edition, like I'm getting
I'm
it. If they
paying
got a
$100 for this shit, yo.
nigga, I'll pay 170. The one that come with the art book and the statue. Yeah, let me
Yeah,
get
give me
all
a
that.
statue of that fucking cat with a backpack on,
I
yo.
want all of that.
A cat with a backpack on. How could you not want to play that?
Silly ass niggas. And you're not even gonna pay full price, bro. I'll pay you whatever. I'll
Yeah.
pay you whatever number you need.
Nigga, I will pay for a plane ticket to fly out there myself and pick it up in person if I have to.
I will fly out to the company headquarters, buy it from the assistant at the front desk, and go back home.
No more GameStop. GameStop is dead. We buy directly from developers
Nigga
in
just knock.
person.
Hello, hello.
That cat game out today. Y'all here? I'm here to pick
Nigga
up
said
my copy.
this is the development office. Okay, it's at
Y'all
least a
developed it,
copy in
right?
there, right?
Yeah. Give me the tester copy, the shit y'all was working on with all the bugs. I'll
Bro,
figure
if
it
they
out.
got smudges on the disc, bro, I pay $59. Come on. All
What
right.
What else is supposed to come out?
God of War Ragnarok.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The new remake for Final Fantasy.
Wait,
A bunch of remakes.
that's not 2021. God of War Ragnarok.
No,
That
it's
can't be.
2021 and beyond. These are just exclusives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You
It's
had
just,
me.
yeah,
You
no,
had my
no.
blood.
Forspoken, that's in 2022. Um, Little Devil Inside. Ooh, what is this?
Returnal was a pretty good PS5 exclusive. I liked it. Returnal.
I didn't realize that was an exclusive.
Oh yeah, no, it's PS5 only. It's made by it's a it's a small studio, but I think they do a lot of PlayStation games. They
I
did
want to see what
another.
that Forspoken is hitting for. That shit look like it might be a little something.
What's Forspoken? What game is that?
It was like the RPG. It was originally like Project Athia or some shit like that. It's an RPG though, and you know how I get when it comes to the RPGs.
Wait, I love me some Ripigas. When Fallout 7 coming out?
I don't know, man.
We're
Them
not even
niggas
on
gonna
7.
keep milking 76 until it dies.
All right, so is Fallout 76 5
Bro, if the
or
next Fallout is not 60 frames per second, I'm committing acts that I cannot speak of.
bro, it has to be. It's gonna be on next gen
What does that
consoles.
mean? What does that mean? The PS4 could have handled 30 frames, and that motherfucker was running at like 16.
I mean, it's a poorly made game at first.
Yeah, we
But
know. A
so
lot of them are poorly optimized, though. That'd be my
if
issue. It's not even
if
poorly made
Fallout
games; it's
4
just bad optimization.
is Fallout 6 supposed to be Fallout 5 or is it just a spinoff? Are we gonna get like actual Fallout 5?
I have no idea, though.
They haven't even remotely tried to announce that. They've been
Bro,
talking
they
about
still trying to
fucking.
save 76. That shit show. It's just
I mean,
not gonna happen.
76 was running well on PS5. I was having fun with it, but
I was running a little better, yeah, for sure. But it's just like, dog, like this is just no game should run like this. Even on the PS4, it shouldn't have ran like this.
yeah,
And
no,
that's
not at all.
that's the problem. Like,
This shit
I'm like,
ran worse than Cyberpunk.
bro, Jade Empire ran smoother than this, bro.
Jade Empire.
What are we talking about? Fable 2 ran smoother than this, nigga. Shit, terrible.
Terrible.
All right, so what's last on this list, baby? Oh, okay, bisexual Robin. Let's get into it. First and foremost,
I wrote
um,
that.
you wrote the bisexual Robin character. Shout out to Mush for writing the bisexual Robin. I think I speak for everybody who likes superheroes, and I think I speak for all of them niggas that like that was dope. That was hard what
Yeah,
you did.
I feel like there need to be more representation. Because I mean, you
For
know,
sure, for sure. So obviously, because you wrote it, there are a lot of people who some people consider this pandering, right? And so
no.
in your eyes, what do you think separates pandering and an honest attempt?
To me, pandering is when you write a character to be gay. That's pandering. You're writing this character,
Like that's the
and
primary goal of the character,
his whole personality is gay,
yeah, or whatever it is, not
or
necessarily
bi,
gay,
or
yeah, black,
trans, or
whatever, yeah,
black, or woman. When you're writing a character to be one thing, and that's what their whole identity revolves around, that's pandering.
yeah,
What
because
they
no
did with
human being
Robin,
actually lives like that, right?
exactly. I don't wake up every day and think,
I'm a
I
nigga.
mean, well, I mean, I do wake up like that, but
We go. I sure am black.
no, exactly. I don't wake up like that. Every day I wake up and I'm reminded I'm a nigga because of the way the world is, but I digress. But no, the way that Robin was written, um, he, I mean, you can't say it's pandering or it's following an agenda because the nigga was asked on a date and he said, yeah. He didn't spend a whole chapter talking about how much he wanted some dick or some type of crazy caricature.
Hmm.
If anything, he didn't even come out and say I'm bi. He just accepted a
Accepted a
date with
date,
a
yeah.
nigga.
Right.
So I mean,
Okay.
how can you be mad at that?
Okay. So
That's how you
my
know I'm a
take
good
on
writer.
this, my take on my take on this is basically virtually the same, right? With one important detail, which is this
One
was a nigga,
caveat.
not caveat, a detail, right? This was a nigga who was flying around the city with another nigga who got no bitches, and he wore pink panties. Like the wrestling panties, you know, the wrestlers be wearing the little wrestling
Pink, they
panties.
green, yo.
Oh, green panties. I'm sorry, I said pink. What was I thinking of?
Yeah, yeah, I
Green
don't know what he got
panties.
pink.
Nigga got the green panties on. Bro, what did we think? Like, did we not think this nigga was liking what? Like, you know what I'm saying? He
I mean,
different. He
you
clearly
can't
different.
even use that one because every Robin wore the same shit.
Well, they
Oh,
was hanging out with a grown ass man. Look, man, we ain't. It's not even
oh,
the point I want to get into.
oh, and
My whole
Batman
point
don't eat
is,
pussy either. Oh,
let me talk.
canonically, he don't.
Can you talk to him?
Ooh,
But yeah, so and to me, I think, you know, like what you were saying between pandering and honest attempts, I think what gets lost in so many of these conversations is that people don't actually care whether it's pandering or it's honest attempt. A lot of people genuinely just don't want to see it. And
exactly. That's literally it.
you can tell who it is, right? Because those people never care how it's presented. Right? Like you saw the headline, oh, Bob Robin's bisexual. No one in their mind who actually cared about this issue wrote it off right there. But the people who were just like, nah, I don't want to see bi people, they didn't care how it was displayed because they were like, nah, they're turning our heroes gay and they're doing this and they're doing.
Yeah,
And it's just like,
exactly.
dog. First off, Robin's a nigga who don't spend no time with nobody but fucking Batman. Damn near. Right? Like, I mean, come on now. I'm sure there's arcs where he got friends
I mean, he's
and
been on
cool
Tim
and
Drake, the newest. Well, is he? No, Damien is the newest Robin.
is that the one that's the bisexual one? Which one? I would say I don't know
It's
which
Damien
one
is Batman's son. I'm pretty sure it's Tim Drake.
is the newest one that they've made to be bi. Is that what you
The
said?
newest one today. He's not the
No,
newest
I'm just
Robin, but I'm
asking.
pretty sure he's. I'm pretty sure he's the one that was by.
Okay,
I don't think Damien is the one that was by.
but that be my problem. Like, it don't actually. First off, it don't mean nothing. So the fact that some niggas are willing to get their panties this far in a bunch just shows, like, damn, you just hate representation.
Okay,
Like, you just hate gay and
so
bi
yeah,
people that bad.
I looked it up. It was Tim Drake, and what I was about to say was I wanted to be 100% sure before I made this point, but he's gone on a date with a woman before in the comics and in the movies. He's been out with women before.
Yeah,
So him going out with a nigga now,
would make him bi. Hence where we
ex-
are, where we're at.
no, exactly. But my point is, why are they making a big deal?
Because they don't
Of,
want again,
exactly, they
it
don't.
has not, and that's what I'm thinking. Because with a lot of these issues, when it comes to gay characters in the media, you only see this issue with gay people. No one cares about good or bad representation of black people. I mean, don't get me wrong, people care, but for the most part,
There's not this much uproar
yeah,
because
there ain't this
not this many
uproar.
people
Yeah,
care.
right. When they do a drug show where they got a whole bunch of niggas looking like, you know, junkies and fiends and dope boys and all this other shit, they don't really people cool. That was work for them, right? So it's interesting how it don't matter how you present yourself. You can be the most upstanding bisexual individual on earth. As long as you bi and you that's at any point a plot point in the show, nah, people are already gonna hate it. They're just not
Pandering.
with it.
Nope.
Yeah, and they'll automatically look at it
M-
like pandering. And
Me
I'm like,
too agenda.
and to me, I'm just like, dog, I understand what y'all mean because there's a lot of characters who are written for that reason. I get it. I wholeheartedly get it. Same thing with black people, same thing with women. Think
Again,
about
like
it.
I said, the only people that make this argument are people that don't want to see it in the first place. Most people can understand the difference between good representation and pandering.
Yeah, like you
It's
just like,
the
oh,
difference is
okay.
in writing.
Yeah, and that's my whole thing. Like, and it can be something as simple as Robin goes on a date with the dude flirt with him, Robin like looking like, I mean, I guess. And then he get a call, then he got a dip. Batman pick him up.
Yeah, and like
Like
as I
it can be
said,
that
he's
simple.
been on a date with a woman before. So I don't even call this pandering. This is literally the definition of bisexual. He's been on a date with a woman, he going on a date with a nigga. That's it.
Yeah, but I don't. I just. It's just like, why do our kids got to see this? Why does I'm like, see what? What did
Why
I
are
see?
kids gotta see niggas dating women?
Yeah, we don't have an answer for that. Come on, you know that.
No, we have an answer, but niggas don't want to
Oh
say it
yeah,
out loud.
but and to me, and it's like, and it ain't this counts for everything because it's like you see the same thing with women characters, right? There's so many times where they add a woman into a movie, and it's just like, all right, let me tell y'all what happened.
Your
Y'all
whole
wrote this
shit
movie,
is being woman.
not even y'all wrote this movie, and probably had a whole script for it that didn't involve no women. Someone told you you needed women,
And
and
then you shoehorn them in.
then you shoehorn the women into a plot that just didn't have any women in it to begin with. So then it's like, bruh, it shows. It always shows. And
I
this
feel like
even
that's most horror movies from like the 70s and 80s with black people. That's why the black characters always died first
yeah, it
because
shows.
they weren't in the movie and they're like, you gotta have some niggas in there, and then they just killed them off first.
It's like, all right, put a nigga in there for 8 minutes on the screen time. Like, and so you see that happen a lot. Like they'll do it with gay characters, black characters, a lot of so that's my whole thing when it's like, look, bro, I we have to set the bar high enough to where it's good representation. And to
Yeah,
me, at the end of the day, this does not strike me as bad in any way because there's no, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no, it's just a, it's not even a plot point. It's just something that happens in
exactly. It
the
just
movie.
happened in the comic, and y'all made it a big deal when the writers didn't intend for it to be a big deal.
It's not like the writers is like, yo, can you believe Robin's gay? You got to read their magazine to find out what happens next. Like, they just sell
That's
it to y'all like that.
That's
Because
the
even
difference
if,
between good writing and bad writing. Bad writing is it's a plot point where it's a major point in the story where everybody that knows Ron was like, "Oh, you excited for your first big date with a nigga? Oh, you excited, Robin? Oh, you about to go? You about to get slurped by that nigga? Oh, no, it wasn't like that.
and I even, what I thought was funny, because I even seen niggas talk about it. And I seen a couple niggas was talking about how, like, oh, they selling sex to our kids and blah, blah. And I'm
Um,
like, all right, but how though? They're like, because bisexual is like you have, I'm like, okay, but think about this. If you have a mother and a father, isn't that selling sex too? That's a heterosexual marriage or
Also,
relationship.
how's
You're
it
still
selling
if you're
sex if a
selling the same.
nigga didn't have
No, it's you're
sex?
not. You're not. But that's my whole point. If there's no sex on the screen, it's you're selling the same thing. So if two women, like if you have a lesbian couple that has a child, right? Are we selling lesbian sex? No, that's not how this works. So how was it? You know what I'm saying? Like there are these weird double standard fake rules that somehow randomly apply when we talk about gay people or
Also, you
anybody in the
just
LGBT spectrum. When it's like, bro, y'all niggas need to start being more honest about what it really is. Y'all
You
got a
just
problem.
reminded me of the Killing Joke movie. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh,
I
the
don't know
Joker
if you're into
movie.
DC like that. Yeah,
I didn't watch it,
but
but I heard about it.
I there was first off, it's a departure from the actual comic book, and for whatever reason in the movie they decided to have Batman fuck Batwoman or Batgirl.
Oh yeah, wasn't it like a rape or something like that? Or
No, I
something
wasn't
crazy?
rape. No. Joker rapes her
Uh,
after. But that's in the comic. Joker does that. It's part of the fucked up shit that he does. But no, there's an intimate scene where Batman has sex with Batgirl, and Batman is in his 30s and she's like, I don't know, 19, 20 or something like that. So like the
Batman.
same niggas that have a problem with
Y'all have no issue with that, of course,
Robin go out with a
because it's
nigga
what
have
they
no
would do.
issue with. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. That's what I'm getting at.
But that's the only thing that bothers me. I just hate the unevenness. I'm like, bro, I would beg for you niggas to be consistent. Be consistently trash, right? Be just consistent, and I don't want to see none of that shit nowhere. So at least now I know where you
I don't
fall.
want to see no old people fucking young people. I want to see no niggas fucking
No, I'm
niggas,
not
no
even saying
women
that.
fucking
I'm not even
women.
saying that. I'm not even saying that. That's too much to ask for. You can't give me
Mm.
that. I'm saying if you don't want to see gay niggas nowhere, tell me that succinctly up front. Like, give me that. I don't want to. You don't dress it up as nah, because they trying to sell our kids on that,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
Bro.
yeah,
Everyone's selling your child something. Are you stupid?
yeah.
Everyone's selling your
They
child
are.
something, nigga. And if you're not gonna raise your kids, the world will. But my whole point is, it's like y'all niggas will sit up here and act like a gay character in a TV show is something that these kids shouldn't like. Oh, these kids shouldn't even be thinking about that type of stuff. And I'm like, bro, listen, kids do though. That's the problem. Like you
Yeah,
niggas keep trying to tell kids what they shouldn't be doing, and I'm telling you, the kids doing it. So if the kids are doing it, niggas, 6 and 7 year olds who knew their identity, 8 year olds who know their identity. You
yeah,
know what I mean? 9 year olds who are like, something ain't right. I
yeah.
couldn't
It's
tell
kids
you
like
what
I'm
is
not little
right
Susie
because I
not
haven't
doing it
seen
for
it.
me.
Yeah, because don't get me wrong, they might not have seen the right representation, so they don't know what them looks like, right? But like they're like, nah, well, this
In their
ain't it.
head, they know.
Yeah, and they had like this ain't it. This ain't it. I haven't seen representation that represents what I want to get to, but I know where I'm at, ain't it? So that's why I'm like, bro, we really are cheating and robbing kids of the opportunity to see the world for what it
They
is.
just find themselves.
Yeah, to see the world for what it is. Like you have to understand, like these people exist. I don't care how you feel about the LGBT community. These people exist. They're all around you, and your children need
It's
to understand that they deserve
it's also
everything in the
unbelievable
world that
that
you do.
people are homophobic like this when it's not just people. We've studied animals. have homosexual relationships.
Bro, I bet you them aliens
Nigga,
be
we've seen penguins. We've seen two nigga penguins together multiple
using each
times.
other as bros.
Bro, we've seen lions fucking each other, bro. It's been studies on this shit. We've gorillas.
That,
Every animal species has performed some type of. It happens.
oh, word.
Dogs.
Niggas get
It,
bored and they just like, yo, you my man. You might as well just like,
you want to bust
might as
one? I can
well,
get you
might as well
afterwards.
do that
But
shit. Yeah.
like, yeah, like so.
You said, yo, you want to
Humans are
swap?
the humans are the only niggas that have a problem with this. Because every other species on the planet just be doing what the fuck ever they want to do.
Yeah, and that'd be the nutty shit. And it's like, to me, it's just so much so where it's like, bro, you niggas will sit up here and tell me to my face that it's like two dads or two mothers that's ruining our kids, and not like the fact that these kids are being sold makeup at a younger age, the fact that these kids are being taught to worry about their looks when they're 10, the fact that these kids are fucking wearing smaller and smaller clothing because the brands are making shorter and shorter clothes. Like, bro, it's real shit that's actually affecting your child and the way your child's raised. Lead in the
Yeah,
water, the fucking shitty air quality. Like, nigga, these are real things. And you trying to tell me Doc McStuffins is it? You
I
trying to tell me
heard.
bisexual Robin is it? Bisexual Robin is gonna fuck
Bisexual.
your son up?
Is your son even reading Batman? How would
Do
he
your
even know
son
about
even
this?
care? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ask your son who Tim Drake is. He gonna say the rapper? Never mind. Never mind, son.
No, I read some years ago that all the instances in the Bible that people claim are condemning homosexuality, they're actually condemning pedophilia, and
Yeah, and they got like
they,
retranslated and
yeah.
all that shit. Yeah, no, I
So why do you think they would want homosexuality to be bad and pedophilia to be good and not be
and
mentioned in the Bible?
hold on, think about it. Then it would also explain the common projection that's happening, right? Where people used to be like, "Oh,
Exactly.
gay people are they're deviants to children." Is this? Man, why would you think that, huh? You know some deviants? You know what deviant niggas be doing? Tell me what the deviant gays be doing. What they be doing? Tell me
Is it
about it.
in the Bible? Show me the passage.
No, not even that. It's just like, oh, you seem to know so much about all this nasty behavior. What they be doing? Tell me. Come on. Tell me what you seen. Oh, you see. Oh, that's nasty. Tell me what else you seen. How you know so much? Hmm?
What was you watching?
He said, "What was he saw? What was it? The chapter black tapes."
Uh, the chapter Black Takes But for Children.
Yeah, oh
I
no,
think I would
nah,
go
it was
insane
on
and try to
there. It
murder
was
people
on
too.
there.
I would
Nah, I
go
ain't gonna
insane and
hold you.
try to
Yes,
murder
yeah.
people.
Old boy, he ain't need to see that.
Since
He,
we no, he wasn't. He didn't.
nah, I would have definitely killed everybody in that room, but I just wouldn't have took it as far as he did.
No, no, definitely not. No, but
I
at the
for
same
sure
time, if you
I
see, it
would have
was
wiped that
all of
relationship.
humanity's worst. It was all of human.
No,
Everything
I get
terrible that
it,
has
though.
ever
I get
happened.
it. So he saw
I'm not.
all.
I'm not defending Sensui at all. But I'm just saying, like, if you're not mentally stable, which
Oh
he was
yeah,
not, you
but then
might
I'm
try
like,
to
bro,
go on a crusade to get rid of
no,
humanity.
nigga, you one of them too, ho.
I ain't do none of that though.
Oh nah, you wasn't killing demons, and then you realized them demons
No,
may
so
not have
like
been. Oh
no,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah,
but once
yeah,
I
yeah. Fuck out of
realized,
here.
that's when I decided to take care of the humans because the demons wasn't the
Mm.
bad ones to begin. Yeah,
And
see,
you get
no,
to live though, huh? Like, get the
no,
fuck out of here.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean,
Hey,
I
I don't
don't.
think you
No,
done.
I
You
don't.
done.
Well, I mean, he was gonna die from cancer anyway. That was the whole thing.
Oh well, yeah, yeah, yeah. But cancer
But
was gonna do it, nigga. He wasn't finna die.
no,
He said,
because
"All
he
right,
was the
before the cancer,
strongest
he like, I
nigga.
gotta, I
Well,
gotta."
I mean, no. If the S class started coming through, he was getting smoked immediately. If the
Yeah,
S
who
class
wasn't?
started coming through,
Everybody was.
no. But that's what I'm saying. It's like since we would have died in that same in the plan to open the Kakai barrier, he would have got smoked too.
And all he would have did was literally just create the exact opposite swing of the pendulum.
Exactly.
I'm
So
like, you
he's
dumbass nigga.
yeah,
Like, you gonna release all these nasty ass S class demons, and what you think they gonna do? They
he's
gonna have a court system? Like, fuck out of here, nigga.
he's not mentally stable. He wasn't all there when he made that decision.
That boy a nut, man. That man
Shit.
is a nut.
How many personalities he has? 7? Maybe. That's a lot.
That is a
That's a
lot.
lot. I
That
don't
is
know a lot about what's the I don't want to call it multiple personality. There's an
it's
official term
not the.
for it.
Is it
D
borderline?
no, it's
It's not BPD.
no, it's a dissociative identity disorder,
Oh
DID.
yeah, the
So
IDD.
that's the official term for it. I don't know. I can't say I don't know a lot about it. I don't know anything about it, but it seems like 7. personalities is a lot. I've seen like it seems like most people have like 2 or
Isn't
3,
that
maybe
what the
4.
hell
That's a
Split was
lot.
supposed to be about? I remember a lot of niggas had a
That
problem with
nigga had
Split.
20 something.
Yeah, a lot of niggas had a problem with Split because they were like, "Yo, why you presenting people like with this, with this
With this medical condition in this
as
light
their yeah." And don't get me
as a
wrong,
monster.
and it's like with all them shits, but like you
It's a
got a
horror
movie,
movie though.
yeah,
I
you
mean,
got the movies where you turn a mentally ill guy into a demon, and I'm like, bro, those are the niggas who usually end up being on the receiving end of the demons.
exactly.
The demons target those niggas.
And like in Split, I watched Split and I watched what was it, the Glass movie afterwards. All of his personalities were cool except for, the unrealistic beast that has monstrous strength and it could crawl on walls and shit. So like,
Mm.
I mean, it was realistic up until that bullshit, but
I'm gonna show you. I'll show you a strengthened monster.
okay. It's unnecessary, unprovoked.
Alright, man. Alright, look, I think I'm ready to get on out of here. I'm not gonna hold you. Yo, we gonna eventually get to this Kid Cudi tier list one of these days. It don't,
We
it
had
don't, it
to.
don't make sense. It don't make sense.
Uh, you gotta. Did you listen to his mixtapes too?
You mean like the was it a kid named Cudi? Is that an album?
He's got a lot of mix. Well, I
No,
would
I know,
say
but I'm just talking about a couple of them.
when I was in high school, I listened to every mixtape this nigga put out. And I want to add those to the tier list just because I know most people only think of tier list as albums, but his
No, nah,
mixtapes
it
are
should be the
fucking
whole
hard.
discography. Why shouldn't it be?
All right, so yeah, let's add some mixtapes to that shit too, because that kid from Cleveland is fucking hard.
Oh yeah, Kid from Cleveland. That was the one. That was the one with Cleveland is the reason and all that shit on
Hmm.
there. Yeah, that one was hard.
Yeah, I am the one that you might see
Yeah,
around
yeah, yeah,
town giving up daps and pounds. Yeah,
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 yeah.
that shit was hard.
It damn sure was. All right, but look, I tell you what, we are done here. I'm sure the people who don't have any interest in these topics were probably hurting today, but I don't think I care. So,
No, we
uh,
talk about what we want to talk about. We don't talk about current events, quote unquote.
I
Well, I
get
mean,
that.
we do, but if we care about the current events, that's when we
Yeah, that's
talk.
what I'm saying. I'm like, I can't just literally just like, oh hey, like, oh speak. We should no, never mind. Because if we did current events, right, we would just talk about that random guy who was outside of the the Library of Congress today.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. I watched his video where he was talking about, if you Joe Biden's talking about if I could just save one life, well, I'm here, man. If you want to save one life, it's
I'm
me.
here,
Just
man. Like I'm gonna come down here
don't,
and talk to you, bro. Get the fuck on, bro.
bro. First off, bro,
I'm gonna
you
blow your ass up.
drove across state lines to the fucking capital of the United
Where
States
did he come from?
with bombs. I think I read it. I forgot. It's from the South. I think it came from Alabama, but it's either Alabama or South Carolina where
Either
he
way, he
came
drove
from.
across a couple states. Is what I'm getting
Yeah,
at.
exactly. You drove here, and he said, he said, I want to see my wife this Sunday.
Yeah, I seen that shit,
Bro, you drove
bro.
across multiple states to the capital of the
Talking
United
about
States
you
with
got
bombs.
ammonium nitrate. My
Bro,
man, my man, my
you
man.
can't
Next time you see
possibly
your
think
wife,
you getting out of this
next
alive.
time you see your wife, you putting your hand on the glass, nigga.
If that, if I
Yeah,
don't know
if she
how
show
they.
up, if she show up.
No, fuck if she show up. If you make it out of this alive,
No, 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 no. If
how you show up
she,
with
damn, he
bombs?
surrendered already. He a white guy.
Oh, he
He'll get
did.
the
He's
prison. Yeah, he'll get the prison.
come
Come on now,
on, yo.
you
He
know that.
surrendered. Why even show up then? What was the point?
He just wanted attention.
What
No,
was?
it's the no, 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 no. It's the Isaiah Thomas shit. I just
I
wanted
just
a
wanted to.
frosty.
He
I
did all
just
this.
wanted a
They
frosty.
discontinued the Frosty, and I need them to bring that back, yo. They gotta
So when
bring
I
the
asked him
Frosty
why he
back.
put the bomb in his truck, you know what he told me? I just
I just
wanted a
wanted a
frosty. With that, yo, with his face that he had on, when he said he was just so fed up, like, bro, you wouldn't believe what niggas would do for this
Nigga just
frosty,
said,
bro.
I just wanted. You know what? If there's ever a reason to be a terrorist, I would want that to
When
be
the
the
frosty,
reason.
it's
That
like
is,
he went
or
to
not even just the
Wendy's.
problem. It's just any small, teeny, tiny, arbitrary reason where niggas will look like, what? That's why he doing this?
Nigga just bought a lot of. How is that a gas already? Nah, nah. I
Nigga
want a
show up with
crusade against Bic.
a nigga with a detonator show up at the White House. All right, I'm sick of Big Macs. Get rid of the Thousand Island sauce, and I want you to add ranch. And he just fucking detonated himself on the
He said,
lawn of the
"I
White
got 2 demands and 2 demands only. You make every McChicken come stock with cheese. 1, 2. Tell McDonald's to offer a 6-piece McNugget. 4
bring
is
back the
custom."
Buffalo McChicken. Bring it back.
Nah, he said 4. There needs to be a double McRib sandwich.
Oh shit! I might be a couple terrorists for that one. That's a good one.
He said double McRib 2? 2
With
slabs?
cheese in the middle. With cheese in the middle. You got the bread, the McRib, the cheese, the McRib, the pickles, onions, bread. You know what?
Where?
No, had
But
cheese
where?
under the second McRib.
But where do you keep the shame?
You,
Where
in
do you
hell
keep
when I
the
die
shame?
after I eat it.
He said in my gut.
In my toilet, because it's not gonna be in my gut for long. That shit is menacing. That shit is hurting my stomach.
Like, as soon as you take your first bite, you hear the Metal Gear Solid theme song.
Not the thing so. You see that? You get the exclamation point.
Nigga said, "Oh, okay, you got 19 minutes, Snake.
As soon as you eat it, you see, oh.
You take one bite. That McRib is going to tear through you in 19 minutes. You've got to get out of there, Snake."
Who's the nigga? You get autocom say, Snake, you can't handle this for much longer. You gotta get out of there. Snake! Snake!
Snake, that McRib's gonna tear your guts to pieces. Colonel, my ribs are bubbling. All right, man, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yo, I can't believe dude surrendered already, though. That's funny.
No, he just wanted attention, dog. I
Why
promise
would you
you.
show up with a car full of
He
bombs
just
and do
wanted a
nothing, yo?
McFlurry, bro. He just wanted a McFlurry. It's
I'm
that
sick
simple.
of the ice cream machine being down!
He said, "Bro, last time I went, they said it was down, and I seen the bitch using it." He said, "She gonna get a little cone, put it in a bowl, and then go to the back." I saw you.
All right, end the shit, because this can keep going on. We could just keep making jokes about this nigga not blowing shit up. Like, why would you? I just can't fathom. Why would you show up with a car full of ammonium nitrate and a
Allegedly, 'cause
detonator?
I think they haven't even confirmed yet that there was actually that in the whip.
Oh, so he was
So,
capping. He just showed up. He literally showed up for the Frosty.
bro, I literally told my mom this. I was like, "Listen, terrorism is really bad. This is one thing I hate more than terrorism. It's fake
It's
terrorism."
fake terrorism. Yeah, no, I can't stand fake terrorism. You a capper.
I'm like, "Bro, nah, because now that's not even right. That's the worst way to do it. That's worse than the act itself
You had the whole city on alert for nothing.
for nothing. What you ain't even mean it. You ain't even
Send this
mean it.
nigga to Guantanamo.
Yeah, no,
Torture him.
send him to the Marianas Trench.
Damn. No,
Send
you
him,
know what?
send him
Drop
to
this
where.
nigga in the Bermuda Triangle.
Nah, send that nigga to the Basilisk. He'll
The
handle him.
best. We
Craig
gotta
the
invent,
Basilisk.
create it just for that, and then what do you know? It takes up. I see. I told you.
Oh, that's
I
how
t-
they get
that's
us.
how yeah.
Damn.
We be torturing terrorists using the
Oh
basilisk, and
man.
then he gets sentience.
Basilisk
And
turned on us. He said, "Well, hold on. Maybe Magneto was right." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, chill, 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 chill,
hold on.
chill."
Wait,
What you
no,
mean?
no,
What was he right about?
no. I was gonna say I might agree with the basilisk. Now, what was Magneto right about? Go on, basilisk.
Yeah, no, but what if he see? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like
No.
he not. I don't think he gonna be able to do it the right way though.
No. I'm not saying I agree, but like, let's hear him out.
You said, "Let's hear about." Oh man, somebody unplug him.
Isn't that the best way to well, no, because AI would just escape through the internet and be anywhere.
Yeah,
Oh
or go to
man, they
somebody
really
else's machine.
unstoppable.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man,
they
now you gotta have
unstoppable.
it's on a server with no Wi-Fi connection. It got to be.
How would
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't
I don't
know.
think a super advanced AI could survive or even be created on a server with no
No,
Wi-Fi
what I'm saying
connection.
is like you would have to take it, put it on its own central server with nothing else is connected to it, and then introduce all of the other information to that server. So to have that, but it wouldn't be like you know what I'm saying. It wouldn't be connected, so it couldn't get to the outside world. It would just know everything about it.
Interesting.
That's my only
Very
safeguard. That's
interesting.
all I got.
I don't
We
even
got
know
we
if
got
we'll
we
be
got to
able
run
to
it on Windows XP.
Windows XP. No, worse than
Windows
Windows
Millennium
Vista.
Edition. Oh no, Windows Vista. I'm about to run that shit on Linux. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, we definitely said if you run an AI program on Windows Linux, what the fuck are they gonna do?
Nothing.
You gonna talk to that penguin in there?
That nigga decipher the Linux code though. I don't want no
Shit,
parts of him.
shit. If an AI unit could do that, then we deserve to be enslaved by him.
At that point,
It was preordained.
we were doomed from the moment Apple made the first fucking that big ass computer in the 80s. We were doomed since
Jesus.
IBM came into existence. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. We rambling and we just bullshitting here, man. Hope y'all enjoyed yourselves.
I do.
Yeah, that's really it, yo. That's really it. I'm about to tell Craig to get on out of here. We about to skedaddle. Peace. Fuck up.